Are you working harder than you need to? What if I told you that choosing the right path could get you where you want to go faster and with less effort? Let's uncover the secret to success that no one talks about. Let's take a moment to settle into a quiet space. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, inhaling slowly and exhaling gently. This is not just a conversation, it's a reflection on a deep truth, one that has been revealed to many who have journeyed the path to success. The kind of success that isn't just about hard work, but about choosing the right path. You see, in life, we are often told that success comes from hard work, but the reality is, that's only part of the equation. The true secret to success lies not in how hard you work, but in what you work on. It's about choosing the right vehicle to take you where you want to go. This truth is sometimes uncomfortable because it's not the easy answer many would like to hear. But it's the truth nonetheless. Let me share a story with you, a story of my own. There were times when I worked tirelessly, pouring sweat and heart into everything I did. But looking back, I realized that success didn't come just because I worked harder than others. Success came because I chose the right path, the right vehicle to carry me. Have you ever asked yourself, if I take this path, will I get there faster? Or am I just working a lot without real progress? Picture this, you're standing at the starting point of a journey and you have multiple paths to choose from. One path is a year-long walk, another is a 4-month run. Then there's the option to drive, which takes a week, or even better, that could take a flight, which gets you there in just 4 hours. Now, here's the crucial question. Does the person who flies to their destination work harder than the one who walks? Of course not. They both invested in their chosen mode of transportation, but one chose a faster, more efficient vehicle. It's not that the person who chose to fly worked less, it's that they made a smarter choice, one that would get them to their goal faster and with greater ease. The journey towards success, choosing the right vehicle is everything. When you think about your own life and career, it's easy to get stuck in the idea that success means working harder, long, pushing yourself to the limit. But this can be a dangerous mindset, as it often leads to burnout and frustration. I want to share something with you that I've learned through my years of experience. The most successful people aren't the hardest workers. They're the ones who know how to leverage the best tools and strategies. For me, that vehicle was digital products. When I first started, I had no idea that selling digital products would become the key to unlocking my success. I remember the early days when I tried to sell an ebook. It was difficult, challenging, and even frustrating, but I kept going, learning from every mistake and improving along the way. What I didn't realize at the time was that by choosing to focus on digital products, I was choosing a vehicle that would allow me to reach my destination faster and more effectively than other options. In the beginning, everything was harder. The tools weren't as accessible as they are today, and I remember struggling with payment processors, figuring out how to deliver products to customers, and navigating a system that wasn't as streamlined as it is now. But over time, I learned how to make those systems work for me. There are no excuses for not succeeding in the digital product space. The tools are more advanced, the platforms are more user-friendly, and the opportunities are abundant. So, if you're wondering how to succeed in a world that often tells you to work harder and hustle more, I want you to shift your focus. Don't just work harder, work smarter. Choose the right vehicle that can take you to your goals more efficiently. Choose the one that best aligns with your strengths, your passions, and your potential. As I was reflecting on my own journey, I couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for having discovered this vehicle early. It was only by picking the right path that I was able to get where I am today. And as I look around at the people in New York working tirelessly each day, I realize that many of them are working incredibly hard, but they might not have chosen the right vehicle to reach their destination. It's not about disrespecting their hard work, but rather understanding that without the right tools, all that effort might not lead to the success you're hoping for. Work, but about having the right tools at your disposal. Let me show you how the right tools can accelerate your journey and bring you closer to your goals. Let's continue together. Relax and take a deep breath. Inhale slowly. Feel the air filling your body. And as you exhale, release all the tension. Each breath will guide you into a space of stillness where this moment belongs to you and the deep reflections of your life. If the first part of the story was about choosing the right path, then this part is about the tools and resources you'll need on that journey. Imagine you have already chosen the right vehicle. The road you're on is the fastest route to your destination, but you still need the right tools to ensure that vehicle operates. Tools you'll use to reach your goal. Tools that not only help you get there faster, but also allow you to enjoy the ride along the way. There's something I've learned over the years. Success doesn't only come from choosing the right vehicle. It also comes from knowing how to use the tools and resources you have. The tools you use, the platforms you select, and the resources you invest in will determine how far you can go and how many people can join you on your journey. In my early years, I didn't have all the tools I needed. I stumbled along, learning as I went. But over time, I realized that it wasn't enough to simply choose the right path. The tools you use to help you move faster, more effectively, are just as important in achieving success. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you are building a house. You have all the materials you need, but without the right tools, you'll struggle. The same applies to business. The tools you use, the platforms you choose, and the resources you invest in all play a critical role in your success. And the beauty of living in 2025 is that the tools available to us are more powerful and accessible than ever, stronger than before, and all of these are ready to help you build your business and life. Let me take an example from my own story. In the beginning, the tool I chose was digital products. I started selling online products, initially an ebook. In those early days, it was difficult. I struggled with payment processing, shipping, customer management. Everything felt complicated and messy, but I didn't give up. I kept learning, improving, and with every mistake, I became stronger. And you know what? Over time, I realized that the tool I chose was an excellent vehicle. It got me to my destination faster than I imagined. But what I want to share with you is not just about the tools I used, but about how I learned to use them effectively. Today, the tools I use, such as AI, have made them even more powerful. By using AI to automate processes, I can focus on the creative aspects of my business, while AI takes care of the repetitive tasks. This allowed me to scale my business faster and with less effort. It's a game changer, and it's available to anyone willing to learn and adapt. However, tools and resources aren't just about technology. Choose to accompany you on your journey, the mentors you learn from, the community you build. All of these contribute to your success. Both the relationships and experiences you gain from them are invaluable tools. To achieve your desires, you not only need the right tools, but you also need to know who will walk beside you, helping you move forward, surpassing obstacles with ease. So, I want you to think about the tools you are using. Ask yourself, what tools do I have? Am I using the tools that bring me closer to my goals? There's nothing impossible if you know how to use the resources at your disposal. And this isn't just for entrepreneurs. This applies to everyone who is on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Certainly, if you have powerful tools at hand, your journey will become much easier. Truly work effectively if you know how to use them correctly. And that requires time, patience, and don't rush. Don't chase the results too quickly. Start slowly. Learn step by step, and you'll find that when you have the right tools, achieving your goals will be easier than ever before. What if I told you that working harder isn't the key to success? What if the real secret lies in working smarter and embracing the journey? Let's uncover the true path to success together. Let us take another deep, calming breath together. Inhale slowly, allowing the breath to fill your body, and then release it gently. With each breath, you begin to settle deeper into the present moment, allowing your mind to quieten and your thoughts to slow down. It is in this space of stillness where the next part of our journey unfolds, where you can connect deeply with the truth that lies ahead. As we reach the final part of this journey, I want to guide you into the realization that while hard work is important, it is not the ultimate key to success. Success doesn't come from how hard you work, but from how you choose to work. In the previous steps, we've learned about the importance of the right vehicle, the tools you need, and now we arrive at the most crucial part of this conversation. The way you work, the energy you bring to your work, the choices you make, and the mindset. All play vital roles whether or not you will reach your destination. Let's pause for a moment. Take a moment to reflect. Think about the work you do, the tasks you take on every day. Do you approach them with clarity, with purpose, or do you find yourself caught in the motions, working endlessly, yet not feeling fulfilled or moving forward? We all have been there, haven't we? That feeling of running in circles, working hard, but still not achieving the results we desire. But what if I told you that the secret to success is not about working harder, but about working with intention, with focus, and with the understanding that not all effort is equal? Consider a gardener. A gardener might spend hours planting seeds and tending to their garden. But the true magic doesn't come from the hours spent. It comes from understanding the soil, the climate, and knowing which plants will thrive in those conditions. Similarly, success is not about how much time you spend on a task. It's about how well you align your efforts with your goals and resources. This is a realization that changed my perspective completely. Believe that I had to work tirelessly, pouring every ounce of energy into my work. But over time, I realized that while effort is necessary, Smart effort is what leads to true growth. I stopped focusing on the hours spent and started focusing on the impact of each action. It was then that my business began to grow exponentially, and my success became more sustainable. This is where we need to shift our mindset. We live in a world that glorifies constant hustle, long hours, and work. But in truth, some of the most successful people are not the ones who work the hardest, but the ones who have learned to work smarter. The key lies in leveraging the power of intention, of focus, and of alignment. By aligning your efforts with your goals and resources, you are able to achieve greater results with less struggle. I remember a time when I was struggling with burnout. I worked day and night, yet the results were minimal. Work, the more I would achieve. But one day, I realized that I was exhausted and the work was not fulfilling. That's when I decided to make a change. I asked myself, what if I could achieve more by working less, but working This question was the turning point. I started focusing more on the quality of my work rather than the quantity. I began prioritizing the tasks that had the most significant impact, and I learned to delegate and automate this. Stop believing that success required constant exhaustion. Instead, I embraced the concept of working smarter, focusing on high-leverage activities that move closer to my goals. Now, how this doesn't that you can simply sit back and wait for success to come to you. No, it still requires effort. But it's about putting your energy where it matters most. When you're focused and intentional in your work, you will find that the path to success becomes smoother and your progress is more substantial. The journey becomes one of flow rather than resistance. But let's take this a step further. Have you ever considered that success is not just about reaching a destination? It's about enjoying the process, learning along the way, and being present with the work you do. We often hear the phrase, "The journey is more important than the destination." While it might sound cliché, it is profoundly true. When you approach your work with this mindset, you will begin to find joy in each step, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Let me share a simple truth. True success is found not in reaching the end, but in how you experience the journey. Success is not a single destination. It is a series of moments, choices, and learning experiences. When you are fully present with each step, each decision, and each task, you will find that success comes more naturally, only in my own life, but in the lives of countless others. I've worked with people who were driven by a relentless need to achieve, yet they found themselves empty and unfulfilled once they reached their goals. Why? Because they had focused solely on the destination and had not embraced the journey. On the other hand, I've also seen people who approach their work with patience, focus, and joy. These people might have taken longer to reach their goals. They enjoyed the process along the way, and in the end, they reached their destination with far greater fulfillment. You see, working smart doesn't mean avoiding hard work. It means recognizing that work done with focus and intention brings more meaningful results. It's about finding balance, working hard when necessary, but also knowing when to rest and recharge. It's about understanding that true success doesn't come from endless hustle, but from aligning your efforts with the right strategy and the right mindset. As we come to the end of this chapter, I want you to reflect deeply on one thing. The key to success is not how hard you work, But how you work is finding the right balance, matching your efforts to your goals, and understanding that the journey is as important as the destination. Success is a flow, not a struggle. It is a series of choices, moments, and steps that, when taken with purpose, will lead you to the success seek. Question is, how will you choose to work from this point forward? Will you continue to pursue the endless hustle, or will you begin to embrace the power of working smarter, more intentionally, and with your journey has just begun, and the possibilities ahead are limitless. Move wisely, and the path will open up before you more easily than you ever imagined. This air story begins where your path turns into something fulfilling, and with every decision you make, you get closer to the life you've always wanted. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe.